Hey, welcome to another episode of the Evolved Dad Shortcast. We're at that time of year now where it's back to school, getting back into things, meeting new friends, and dealing with new situations. It's a time that's filled with a lot of emotions, both for parents, for kids. There's a lot to take in, and it's almost scary in a way. Where do we turn first? What do we address first? How do we deal with the situation? And I was thinking about this over the past few days. If I had to choose one core concept to teach to my kids, one core concept that I can lead by example with for this time of year, through this season that we're going through, it's a combination of two traits. It's resilience and perseverance. Now, I'm definitely not recommending to go all Jocko Willix or David Goggins on your kids. It's not something that I plan on doing with my kids. And it's not something that I plan on doing with myself either. I use them for inspiration, but I'm not looking to lead that lifestyle. It's not who I am. The reason I bring up the resilience and perseverance is because going into a new school year presents a lot of new challenges. It presents challenges. Everything from maybe a younger child who has been with their parents the entire summer is now scared or nervous going away from their parents for a good portion of the day. Could be that maybe they had a bad year last year and they're just nervous about what's going to happen this year. Maybe it's about their teacher. Either they had a good or bad teacher last year and what's going to be this year. There are so many different opportunities that present themselves, both where parents and children have this nervousness. And I want to offer a solution, something that I feel will help both parents and children. And it's something that I talk about often, leading by example. In this case, it's going to be a little bit different, but it's something that you can start implementing and start discussing with your children now at this point, and just keeping up with it. And that's explaining to your children things that you've done in the past or things that you're doing now that show how resilience and perseverance are important. That could be a project at work, could be a project at home. And things just seemingly were against you. Yet you persevered and you continued to go through it and you conquered it. Or you're conquering it. And being open with the fact that it's okay to fail. Being open with them that it's important that we need to learn from our mistakes. We need to learn from our failures. But at the same time, to be resilient and realize that we all have a focus of how and where we want our goals to go. We see a path ahead of us as to how we expect or assume that things are going to go. But realizing that it's not always like that. Many a times, things go totally off course. And it's important to have that resilience to be able to keep going with it. focusing on the goal, but maybe change a little bit here, do a little bit there. And most importantly, when it comes down to it, is that your child feels that they're able to have a conversation with you, that they're able to come back after a tough day and discuss what happened and be able to ask your opinion or ask for your help. Or maybe not, maybe just sit with you. Maybe they don't want to think about it. Maybe they want to be able to just take a breath, just appreciate the fact that they have the comfort of living with you as a parent, that you're there to protect them. Now, I'm not saying protect them as going to school and, making sure that the teacher gets reprimanded or whatever it is, simply that you're there for them. That's it. And that you're going to be there for them no matter what. So, this point of the time of year, aside from teaching your child, both by your actions, by your recollections, your memories, and by stories, teaching your child resilience and perseverance, but simply just being present, realizing that they may be going into a point in time that's going to be stressful for them. They're going into a point in time that may be difficult, may be hard to figure out what to do next. But to be able to just be present, just listen. That's it. No phone, no other distractions, one child at a time. Just give them that time that they know that you're there for them. Maybe it's taking a walk and having a conversation. Maybe it's going out on an outing with that child. Whatever it may be. You know your child. You know what's going to work. And you know what you can do. But taking that and remembering that it's not just what you can do now. It's about pushing yourself, challenging yourself to do better. You're doing great how you are, and you can do much better. And you continue thriving. Teaching a child that you're wholesome, you're doing fantastic. At the same time, realize that you have so much strength that you could even build on that and do more. But make sure that it's coming across in a way of inspiration and not a way of saying you need to do more, especially at this point in the year. To help them build that stable baseline so that they're happy with what they have. They're happy with the fact that they have you as that backbone. And they have themselves who's good enough, but who's strong enough to grow a lot more. So, wishing you guys all the best with starting this new school year. As always, I appreciate you spending your time with me today. This is Jonathan, the Evolved Dad, signing off.